Good evening, Ghana. Good evening, West Africa, and welcome to 91 TV. My name is Bipo Singh and I quick one some news at now. The news headlines. Full test read the 6 grounds Godfred Dame is appealing Court of Appeals acquittal of Ato Forson and Jakpa. Let's see. Akufo-Addo wanted OSP to sustain lies about Mahama through Airbus probe NDC. Bawumia honored as Ntenten Kesehene for his impactful digital initiatives. Now let's get on to the full test. Let's give you what is going on at the moment. A very big thank you to Greg Motors and Greco Tupat, Mizea Media, Presla Local Systems. They are pro sponsors. Now, the details of the news. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfred Dame, has acted on his earlier promise of appealing the Court of Appeal ruling that acquitted former Deputy Minister for Finance, Dr. Ato Forson, and the minority leader in Parliament and businessman Richard Jakpa by filing an appeal at the Supreme Court on Wednesday, 7th August 2024. Per the appeal seconded by Ghana Web, the Attorney General is praying the Appeals Court to grant him 2 reliefs. Godfred Dame is praying the court to rule that the decision and consequential order of the Court of Appeal dated 30th July 2024 acquitting and discharging the accused appellant respondent be set aside. Subsequent to the granting of the first relief is the order from the court that the accused appellant respondent be ordered to continue with their defense at the High Trial Court. The appeal by the Attorney General is anchored on 6 major grounds, with the first one being that the majority on the Court of Appeal misdirected itself in the application of the fundamental principles regarding the standard of proof required in determining whether a case has been made for the accused person to answer. The Attorney General also noted in his second ground that the decision by the 2 judges that the issuance of the letters or issuance of the letters of credit does not constitute payment of money is anomalous and, in his view, inconsistent with the evidence he adduced. Godfred Dame also held that the decision arrived at by the majority on the Court of Appeal that the Ministry of Health should be held liable for the unfit nature of the ambulance, not the Finance Ministry in error reading. The holding by the majority on the Court of Appeal that the establishment of the letters of credit did not constitute payment under the contract is contrary to the clear evidence in the case and untenable. The majority is holding that the Ministry of Health default cause financial loss to the state and not the act of the first accused in authorizing the establishment of the letters of credit was laden with fundamental errors and occasioned with the substantial miscarriages of justice, part of the appeal read. Yeah. When it is coming, it is doing. When it is coming, it is doing. All right, so let me give you a clue on this case, then I'll just go ahead. Ato Forson, first accused appellant respondent. Second, Richard Jakpa, third accused appellant. Notice of criminal appeal. Take notice that the respondent appellant, hereafter referred to as the appellant, being aggrieved by and dissatisfied with the majority decision of the Court of Appeal. Opoku, Ajimai, Bright, Mensa, Akabuafu, JJA, contained in the judgment dated 30th July, doth appeal to the Supreme Court on the grounds set out in paragraph 3 and will at the hearing seek the reliefs out in paragraph 4, and the appellant further state the names and the addresses for service within the jurisdiction of the person directly affected by the appeal are set out in paragraph 5. Part of the decision complained of the majority decision and the subsequent order acquitting and discharging the accused appellant respondent. So let's head on to our next story. It seems a very bit broad. Now let's see what has Bawumia got to do tonight. Bawumia honored as Intenten Kesehine for his impactful digital initiative and vision. The vice president and the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, has been honored by the chief of Nsawam, Nana Kwame Ansamwan, for his impactful contribution to the digital growth of the country as vice president. Welcoming Dr. Bawumia to his palace on Friday during the NPP flag bearers campaign tour of the Nsawama Dweje constituency, Nana Kwame Ansa hailed Dr. Mahama Bawumia digitalization focused vision for the country. It is historic for Nsawam that Bawumia is here. He has shown that he knows tradition, and on behalf of the people, I am extremely happy to welcome him, said Nana Kwame Ansa, for his digital initiatives and new vision for Ghana. The chief of Nsawam conferred on an honorary chieftaincy title in Intenten Kesehine, meaning king of the web. In Intenten Kesehine. Right, okay. Let me head on to my last story. Yes, and my last story will be Mahama's Airbus probe. Akufo-Addo wanted OSP to sustain lies about Mahama through Airbus probe. NDC MP, Member of Parliament for Busa South, says the clearing of former President John Dramani Mahama of any wrongdoing, including bribery in the Airbus scandal, is not surprising. Dr. Clement Apak, who worked as a presidential staffer under former President Mahama, said that the National Democratic Congress, which the former president represents as a flag bearer for 2024 general election, knew the entire process was an obstruction to tarnish his image. Before the Office of Special Prosecutor initiated the probe into the scandal, the USA and the UK court had cleared Mahama of any wrongdoing, he said. He noted that even in the face of strong evidence to clear Mahama, President Akufo-Addo ordered an investigation to be conducted with the sole aim of having the OSP sustain the lie against Mahama that he was corrupt and that had accepted to a bribe in the Airbus scandal. In a statement, Dr. Apak maintained that Mahama has never been corrupt. He is not corrupt and will never be corrupt, despite the mulling by his political opponent. He has therefore asked President Akufo-Addo, whom he tagged as the mother of serpent of corruption, and his appointees to prepare themselves for investigation into all the numerous cases of corruption recorded under the NPP government. We never had a doubt that John Mahama did no wrong in the Airbus matter. Indeed, the investigation conducted in the USA and the UK into the saga never faulted John Mahama. Yet Akufo-Addo elected to cause him to be investigated by the OSP to sustain the lie that John Mahama is corrupt. While it is now clear that John Dramani Mahama is not corrupt, was never corrupt, and will never be corrupt. Dr. Clement Apak, MP for Busa South. My name is Beposo Hinenana Kwekwanso, and I end the news here tonight.